Alright guys, what's going on? So I've got a lot of requests to do this video. You all have been asking how to wheelie. How do you do it? So I'm gonna go ahead. I got like 20 minutes till dark right now. It's like 40 degrees, but I'm doing this for you guys. So I'm gonna show you guys how to wheelie and how it's done, the steps, so you can do it on pretty much any bike because it's generally the same concept. Well, it is the same concept on it. What the f is that? If you're a beginner, this will be great for you. If you're an expert, watch it anyways. You might learn something, vice versa. You might tell me something or give me some tips, so feel free to butt in and say whatever you want. I'm by no means a professional, but this is my tutorial on how to do a wheelie, specifically on the Grom in this video. And I'm gonna walk you through the steps on how to do it and show you how it's done. All right guys, so right here is your...
Sorry, all the boxes in the back.
We're in the hood, man.
It's okay, sorry.
Alright guys, so right here is your tachometer. Now, when doing a wheelie on a Grom, it has absolutely no power, so you literally have to almost redline it and then just dump the clutch. But it's going to be different for every person, because me, I'm a fat ass, I'm like 200 pounds, so I literally have to redline it and just dump the clutch and then pull back. But that's the basis of what you're going to do at first. You're going to... basically, to start out learning the wheelie, you just want to...
I'm still
Hello?
filming.
I'm out riding motorcycles right now. Yeah. No, you're fine. What's going on? Alright, will do. The beginning stages of the wheelie, you just want to get this front tire off the ground, dump the clutch just enough so you can pop it up, and then get comfortable doing that. Is he totally eyeballing us?
No, it was a fat chick.
Oh. I'm gonna put that in there.
No!
So when you're starting out learning how to wheelie, the main goal is just to get the front tire up just a little bit and then keep getting more comfortable and confident. And eventually you'll be able to get it popped up high enough to where you can start holding it. But that's a whole nother lesson. We're just gonna try to get the wheel off the ground today. When you're starting out, don't focus so much on holding it, it's just getting comfortable, popping that clutch, and getting the wheel off the ground. The most important thing about wheeling is this lever right here. And I've learned the hard way growing up since I was a kid. You really just need to cover the back brake at all times, because if you rotate over the balance point, you'll be able to hit this back brake and it'll bring you back down. And the alternative is you sending yourself off the back and landing flat out on your back and hurting yourself. So from the beginning, starting out wheeling, it's important to get comfortable with this back brake and using it, because it's basically your safety barrier. So a lot of people, when I see them learning to wheelie for the first time, they won't use the back brake and they won't have their foot covering it. So they'll just, when they go back over that balance point, they'll just completely eat shit and hurt themselves. I've been there, I've done that. So from the beginning, learn how to cover that back brake. Know that it will save you if you go too far back, and then you don't have to worry about when you're popping that clutch going too far back, because you'll be able to hit that brake and then bring you back down. So that is the most important thing when learning to wheelie, is to cover that back brake so you won't hurt yourself. Obviously, you're going to want to wear a helmet. For the purpose of today's video, I'm not going to wear one just because it's easier for me to talk to you guys. We don't have that much time with daylight, and I just want to be able to not have to keep taking it on and off, whatever. I know you guys will roast me in the comment section, but I'm used to it. And no, I'm not stoned in this video. I know I've been getting a lot of comments lately about me looking like I'm high in the videos, but no, I'm completely stone cold sober, so keep that in mind. For me, I literally have to redline it to get the wheel off the ground, but I'm just gonna go by you guys, do a couple wheelies, and just watch my movements and how my body shifts to front and back, because when I'm wheeling on this, it's different for every bike, but for this bike, since it's really low on power, you're gonna wanna like lean forward, compress this front fork, and then pull back to get that wheel off the ground. So I'm gonna give you guys a few examples, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it more in a bit. All right, guys, so I hope that gave you a good example of how I shift my weight. You don't need to start that aggressively. I'm gonna show you guys basically how you should do it as a beginner now. Get down, we're in the hood. So basically when you're starting out, just try to get the front wheel off the ground. Just do something like this. Cops just rolled by, but thankfully it's the freeway, so we're good.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought you were peeing.
So you saw what I did. Just try to get that front wheel off the ground just a little bit. So basically that's the basis of learning how to wheelie. You just want to get that front tire popped up off the ground. Just keep rocking it back and forth and learning that as you progress, you can eventually start to hold it longer. And as long as you're using your back brake, you will be able to find that balance point eventually and basically ride it however long you want. Now the challenges that I've had with this Grom so far is turning in the wheelie. And that's, I don't want to say advanced, but that's more advanced than what you're learning in this video. But if anybody has any tips so far on that, like I'm used to like dirt bikes to where I can literally just turn the wheelie wherever I want it to go. But this, I'm just having a hard time getting it to turn where I want it to go. But basically guys, do not overcomplicate it. There's really not that much to the process of learning how to wheelie. It's just getting out there and practicing and making sure that you set yourself up to succeed. Now, I've showed you guys a few tips that will help you, but ultimately it's just up to you, like how much practice, how much effort you put into it. For the most part, you're just gonna start out learning to get that front wheel off the ground. Like I said many times, that's just the biggest part of doing it. And the more you do that and the more comfortable you feel doing that, then you can eventually use more throttle and eventually just keep getting your wheelies longer and longer. And then like I said, progressing on to hitting that balance point and being able to rock it back and forth with the brake like you saw earlier. But other than that guys, feel free to ask any questions that you have in the comment section below. I respond to all of your comments. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a few wheelies. It's getting dark here. I just wanted to put this video out because a lot of people have been asking about it. So I really hope this video helped. I wanted to keep it, you know, short and sweet because it's really not that complicated of a process, and I want you guys to realize that it's just all about popping that front tire up at first and just practicing. That's really all it takes to learn how to wheelie. So get out there, start riding, and put some effort into it, and I'm sure you'll be pleased with your results, and you might actually surprise yourself. So like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.